Welcome back to my channel Code Optimiser. So on continuation to the previous video, we are going to learn more about C++. So in this video today we are going to learn about conditional statements, loops and break and continue statement. So without further delay, let's get into the topic. Coming to conditional statements consist of if, else and nested ifs. So these statements are nothing but it is a process of selecting a particular action based on a condition. So for example, let us take a problem.
In this problem, we will check which is the greatest number from the given three numbers. So first, we will take the three numbers as input from the user, CM, A, B and C. So now we will check whether the first number, which is A, is greater than B or not. We will write the condition with if statement. If A is greater than B, if it is true, then we will write two conditions in that block. Whether the A is greater than C or not. A is greater than C. So if it is true, we will declare that A is the greatest number. So if the condition is false, then we will declare that the last number, which is C, is the greatest number. Now, if the condition A greater than B is false, then we will come to the else block. So same as if block, we will write two conditions in this one. So first one, if B greater than C, then we will declare that B is the greatest number. Or else we will declare that the last number, which is C, is the greatest number. So once we will run the program, so we will give the input as 24, 72 and 53. So it has given the output as 72 is the greatest number. So the code is successfully executed.
Now let us look about the loops. For loop, if you know how many times we have to repeat a statement, then we will go with the for loop. The for loop consists of first initialization. So I will initialize I as 0. We will initialize the I value here or before that. For example, I initialize this I here. If I want to initialize this before this, I will declare it here, int I. So no need to initialize here again. We have to give the value. So then we have to give the condition I want to print hello world statement 5 times. So I will give that I less than 5. Then at last we have to give the increment or decrement value. I plus plus. So in the for block, I will give the statement cout hello world semicolon. So we will save the program and let's run it. So here we can see that hello world is print for 5 times. So to get the output clearly, we will give an endl statement. Endl statement is used to create a new line here. So if we execute it now, the output will be in different lines. So here we can see it. Now let us take a look on while loop. If we don't know how many times the loop will iterate, so we can use the while loop. For example, we will take a variable I. We will take the value of I from the user, while I greater than 0, we will print hello world. Cout. We will give an endl at the end. and I don't want to make this loop an infinite loop, so I'm writing a decrement here, I minus minus semicolon. Saving this program, and if I run it now, so I have to give an input here. Let me give 5. So the hello world is printed for 5 times, as we can see here. Now let us check about do while. So do while is similar to while loop, but while loop first checks the condition and then prints the statement. But in do while loop, it first prints the statement and then checks the condition and it decides whether to print the next statement or not. So let us take an example. So here we will take the value of I from the user, do cout hello world. So let us change the condition here. We will give while I less than 0. Okay, we will give a semicolon here. We will set the program and run it. So now I will give the same number 5. So 5, first it will print the statement and again it will check the condition. As I is greater than 0, it printed the statement once and terminated the program. To skip the statement at a particular condition or to break the loop for a particular condition, we have two keywords, continue and break respectively. Let's see an example. So I will take a for loop. I will clear this previous input. For int I is equals to 0, I less than 10, I am making 10 iterations, I plus plus. So if the I value is 5, then I am skipping the statement. I am not printing the statement when I is equals to 5. If I is equals to 5, for comparison we have 2 is equal to values. I is equals to 5, we will say continue, semicolon. Otherwise, I will take another condition. If I is equals to 7, I will break the loop, semicolon. If I is not equals to 5 and not equals to 7, I will just print hello world. And then semicolon. That's it. Let's save the program and run. So if we see here, the loop is for 10 iterations, but it done only 6 iterations because we skipped 5 and we stopped at 7. So this is how continue and break will work. We will check another example. So we will take a number as input from the user and we will check whether the number is prime or not. So first we will take the input from the user, int n, n, and to check whether the n is prime or not, we have to check from 2 to n minus 1, because as every number is divisible by 1, we will start from 2. I is equals to 2, I less than n, I plus plus. So we have not declared I here. I is equals to 2, I less than n. Okay. Now in that loop, if n percentile I is equals to 0, here percentile is the modulus function. This function gives the remainder of the two numbers, which means let us take n is equals to 5 percentile 1. So 5 is divisible by 1 and it will give the remainder as 0. So let us take another example. If n is equals to 7 and I is equals to 3, so it will leave the remainder 1. So if it is divisible by I, then we will print that cout the number is not a prime number. handle, and we'll write a break statement here. So after this, we need not to check next iterations, because if it is divisible by this number, it is not prime anymore. So we will keep a flag here, check whether it covered the if condition or not. Let us take f is equals to 1. So let us give here f is equals to 0. Now the program came inside the if condition, then it means that the number is not prime anymore. So after this for loop, we will give the condition if f is equals to 1. We will print the number is a prime number, and let us save the program and run it. First we will check for the prime number 17. The number is a prime number, so let us check for another non-prime number. Let be 16. So the number is not a prime number. So the code has been executed successfully. That's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you all like it. If you have any doubts or suggestions, please comment down without any hesitation. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Thank you.